So siapa yang belum subscribe Galeri Kereta, boleh klik button kat bawah subscribe. Dan kita jumpa lagi di next episode untuk kita apa lagi proses untuk KA30 ni. Okay, see you, bye bye. Assalamualaikum.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to the show. Welcome to SDeal's Saga Cup, brought to you by Adrenaline Impact in association with Vertex Esports, as well as our sponsors SDeal, Talk, Lubricants and Simmatch. Special thanks goes out to those guys for supporting us for this wonderful championship. I'm your host for this evening, Max Palmer. With me in the studio is Umar Aziz. Sekali lagi kita berjumpa di studio lagi untuk
Hey, lama dah tak jumpa Max.
Itulah, daripada dah seminggu dua ni, kita pun boleh kira agak miss the action jugalah.
Boleh relax.
So itu dia. Sekarang kita boleh nampakkan yang kita dah ada deal baru dengan SDeal Gaming. So grand prize ni pun agak short juga. Dan kereta pun agak legenda juga lah.
Tadi tengok dekat skrin tadi ada kereta Saga. Nampak macam Saga, kita panggil apa? Saga Legend.
Ya, tu dia, the iconic Saga 1985. Satu grade akan pakai kereta yang sama. One make race. Semua memakai jentera Proton Saga. Proton Saga ni tak boleh kira, bukan kira kereta yang senang pun nak drive sebenarnya. Betul. Agak susah juga. Kalau ada siapa-siapa yang pernah tengok Umar buat yang onboard lap tu,
yang video tu. Itulah kita agak susah.
Saya pun masih belajar lagi.
Untuk kereta front wheel itulah, nak minta Max sajalah macam mana nak bawa kereta front wheel ni.
Tapi kita memang kena jaga dengan karakteristik Saga Cup. Suspension daripada zaman awal 80-an. Engine pun boleh dikira agak laju juga untuk zaman 80-an. Betul. Dan boleh dikirakan memang very difficult car to drive, very nervous.
So far saya tak pernah bawa Saga on the track itself, tapi kita ada bawa seorang expert lah yang ada experience. Dia pun kata not too far from, boleh kata almost one to one dengan kereta original. Dan saya pun ada juga pengalaman sikit masa, boleh kira preview sikit masa diorang tuning kereta Saga ni. Saya pun ada pengalaman sikit-sikit dengan Saga dekat track, masa track dia, dengan suara saya, dan boleh kirakan agak close juga dia punya feeling. Betul. Thanks to siapa yang
terima kasih kepada kita punya tuner Speed Jordan dan Kam yang membuat mod ni, dan kepada semua konsultan kami masa development, test and tune kereta. So terima kasih kepada diorang semua tu.
Okay. So kita kat sini buat apa Max hari ni?
So dekat sini hari ni kita akan buat pre-season show. Kita akan cuba previewkan apa semua drivers, tracks dan juga kita boleh intro sikit tentang sponsor kami. So special thanks goes out of course to our sponsors. We'll be talking about the sponsors of the show, but of course we'll also be talking about the car as well as the drivers and the tracks we'll be going to. So it's going to be a very, very interesting half an hour or so.
Dan tak lupa juga untuk race-race yang akan datang ni, make sure korang stay tune dekat Facebook page ataupun dekat live itself. Nanti kita akan ada few giveaways.
Yeah. So check that out during the live race. The live races, there's a chance for you at home, the viewers to win some cool prizes, as well as check out all the fantastic action out there. Fantastic stuff indeed. So, of course, as we go through my little trusty list, the race dates are going to be every Saturday from 16th of October to 6th of November. So keep that earmarked. They're going to be running from 9:30 onwards. That's when the broadcast will start and the racing will get underway. So do stay tuned there. Keep it bookmarked in your calendars. Every Saturday. Kau ada kalender lagi ke? Kau dah pakai kalender dalam Windows 10?
Sekarang kita pakai Google je, senang. Kat phone boleh check, nanti keluar kalender. So kita dah set dah SDeal Saga Cup. Every Saturday kita dah book dah.
Saya old school lagi sebab saya selalu kalau pergi ke kedai spare part saya akan minta. Saja kan, tengok yang ada dekat meja tu ada something physical, boleh main-main sikit kan, bosan. Ada gambar kereta kan, biasa. So there you have it. Bookmark those dates in your calendar. Every Saturday from this weekend onwards, we'll have 4 fantastic races, including the one you see here right now. We're going to be going off to Australia for the Bathurst round of the championship. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, followed by the round in Alton Park in the UK, followed by Misano, the famous MotoGP track in Italy, and we're going to wind the clocks back to the historic, original and longest version of the Nürburgring to see if the drivers have really mastered this Saga Cup car. Now the important thing to remember about the car, of course, is that first of all, road tyre, street tyres.
Bukan slick
Bukan slick, bukan semi-slick, street tyres, just like the real cars at Sepang Circuit. They have to run on street tyres. The second thing, of course, is that there's no real driver aids. And the third thing is this car likes to oversteer. So boleh dikirakan dalam kereta front wheel drive tu boleh dikirakan 3 ciri yang agak susah untuk kawal dan master.
Betul.
So that's going to be an interesting challenge. Very close racing is guaranteed. We've seen that in real life racing. We've seen that in previous Saga Cup events as well. So do check out the racing coming up at you.
Okay.
So again, before we head too much further, special thanks goes out to our sponsors. It's sponsored by SDeal Gaming. Special thanks to those guys. Do a fantastic job in doing their
we design, customize.
Yes, there you go. So in any case, SDeal Gaming is going to be our main sponsor for this event, and a special thanks goes out to all those guys. They are sort of retailers of entry-level sim equipment, so you can check them out if you guys are interested in heading into sim racing. It's a fantastic opportunity there.
Betul, tak silap kedai dia dekat Jalan Kelang Lama untuk SDeal Gaming.
Yeah, they're also co-sponsored by Lubricants, who are fairly new to the market, but have been relentlessly testing their cars at the track. Every month, setiap bulan dia akan pergi ke Sepang untuk test lubricant diorang dan untuk team building juga. Itu boleh dikirakan agak penting lah.
And baru-baru ni diorang ada involved dengan online racing juga. And I think when we see more live events, they will be there.
You'll be right back there at it. So Talk Lubricants boleh dikirakan memang steady supporter dalam dunia suka pemotoran, regardless of real life ataupun dalam sim. So, dan lagi satu pun kita perlu berterima kasih dengan Simmatch. Kepada Simmatch, yang diorang boleh dikirakan antara fabricator yang one of the biggest fabricators of simulators. They design, they develop, they engineer and build simulator and simulator components as well, so you can check them out online. So Simmatch, they say they're more than a simulator.
Yep. So korang boleh ke Facebook diorang untuk tahu details yang lebih lanjut. Nak contact terus pun boleh Korang nak simulator full complete rig ke, nak minyak hitam ke, nak customize rig ke, boleh lah contact diorang.
Betul juga tu. So we'll have a quick 5 minutes look there at SDeal Gaming. So we have some vision there from those guys.
So
alright. So
Saga ni kita dah qualify ni kita dah qualify dekat Sepang kat Malaysia. Tapi along the series kita bawa Saga ni terbang pergi mana? Pergi Australia, pergi UK, Italy, Germany.
So kita akan pergi ke 4 negara lain yang berlainan. Tetapi kita masa qualifying kan kita tak nak hantar 80 over drivers overseas. So kita
berapa ramai
kat Malaysia. So
kita ada
apabila kita masuk dekat qualifying, kita buka qualifying ni untuk 6 hari. So we opened the qualifying sessions recently for the SDeal Saga Cup here at Sepang Circuit in Malaysia on Assetto Corsa, and it's been absolutely fantastic. Over 80 entrants have attempted to qualify for the series, and we have 22 out of the 25 cars locked in, with a couple more drivers on the way. And also, along with the drivers that qualified in on pace, we have a few invited guest drivers as well. So that's going to be very interesting indeed. We're going to have a quick look at who the top 25 are. So in pole position there we have Jay Wong, 2:45.432, an absolutely flying lap time. In fact, this is over half a second faster than the real life Saga Cup lap record at Sepang. We've tried everything to make sure that these cars won't go any quicker, but it turns out there's some real aliens out there that could beat the real life counterparts as well. So mana tahu mungkin kita kena bawa J ni pergi kat track lah.
Betul. Even top 3 ni tengok time doang 2:45, 2:45.
Itu dia. So Jay Wong is in first place with 2:45.432. Rizal is in second place with 2:45.895, and Muhammad Afif Suhaimi 2:45.944. Muhammad Afif is an interesting driver. It's the first time he's entered into the Adrenaline Impact races.
Apa nama IJN dia biasanya?
So dia lagi dikenali sebagai Taichi Yagami. So for those of you guys who are fans of Taichi Yagami, he is in the race. The real name Muhammad Afif, and he's going to be in third position out of the qualifying gates there. So he is definitely one of the guys to look out for. Of course, we have Muhammad Nabil and Aiman Akim, who came very close to winning a championship a couple of weeks back. So he'll be fired up. He'll want to win this one as well. Abdul Muiz Hakimi is another new face. A new old face. He's been racing in our Assetto Corsa fun races, and he's also been a member of Speed Tavern for quite some time there. He comes in 6th place. Hutch Chow is in 7th place with Jensen Chu in 8th. Danish Aznita there in 9th position with Jeff Chong in 10th. Ainal Yakin is in 11th with Feng Rong in 12th. William Wong is in 13th place. Iman Danish is in 14th place. Salah satu daripada boleh kira kita punya young guard yang masuk dalam sim racing.
Kat mana-mana series yang kita tengok ada Iman Danish ni, memang betul best lah tengok dia bila dia race nanti.
The interesting thing, Iman Danish and Abdul Muiz Hakimi, both teenagers who are competing in sim racing, definitely have enough talent to go far in the world of sim racing as well. Both those drivers there. So of course we have Muhammad Hafiz in 15th place, Kiber in 16th, Wei in 17th, Sopian Said in 18th place, Ikwan Azman in 19th, Jasmine in 20th, Siddiq in 21st, and Wong K.E. in 22nd place. We're waiting on some confirmation for positions 23rd, 24th and 25th, so if any of you guys have actually qualified for the race, do check your DMs just in case you got right into there. All the DMs would have been sent out through Discord. So any of those drivers who finished 23rd, 24th and 25th, give us a quick reply and we'll get you right into the race. Now of course we have our qualified drivers, but SDeals has been kind enough to invite some of the best gamers and drivers in sim racing here in Malaysia. A few rather famous names there. Our invited drivers, we can now reveal who they are. Our guest drivers is very, very exciting. Memang entertaining juga. So we have Master Seth and Kifli Othman in the studio as well. And we also have Kelvin Yap, Leong Mun Fai and CG Joels that will be joining us in the championship. But in the meantime, kita ada Kifli Othman dengan Master Seth. Apa khabar semua?
Baik. Alhamdulillah.
Alright. So kita nak tanya juga kepada kita start dengan Kifli dulu. Apa yang first tertarik kamu kepada series ni dan untuk setuju nak masuk dalam championship ni?
Pasal kereta lah, Proton Saga.
Boleh kira lagi dah.
Because I used to race Proton Saga back in the 90s when I started racing career pun bawa Proton Saga. And then I've participated in 1 or 2 races in MSF series. So then bila dengar ada Saga Cup ni, memang apa ni lah, and I was invited by SDeal. Memang I said yes terus lah.
Tak ada was-was langsung masuk je.
Ada was-was lah.
Yes,
terus yes terus.
Apa impression dekat Saga ni first time bawa yang in game punya?
It's almost exactly the same as the real Saga tau, because this Saga ni is very loose tau, oversteer tau. So when I tried my first time dalam game kan, I thought macam betul lah, macam the characteristic of the car tu kan. Memang almost the same. It's just not, we are not in the car je lah.
Betul.
But the characteristic tu memang sama. So it's not easy to drive this Saga.
Okay, very interesting. Dan kepada Master Seth pun kita nak tanya soalan yang sama juga. Apa yang tertarik ataupun mendapatkan opportunity nak masuk ke dalam SDeal Saga Cup? Hello, Master Seth.
Ya.
Tu dia. So saja nak tanya, apa yang tertarikkan Master Seth nak masuk dalam championship ni?
So first thing yang paling tertarik tu memang Saga lah kan. Orang cakap the first Malaysian car yang Malaysia produce, dan cakap that orang panggil lah Saga Night the iconic one lah. Itulah yang salah satunya orang cakap tertarik. Dan lagi satu nak cakap pasal karakteristik ke apa ke, okay, saya ni bukan daripada bidang track. So memang tak ada bidang track. Jadi bila orang cakap bawa tu, nak tanya ramai susah ke nak bawa kan? Okay, jawapan yang jujur memang susah bawa tu. Kena orang cakap saya pun nak try biasakan untuk qualify tu pun ambil masa orang cakap 50 lap untuk biasakan kereta tu. So yang itulah jawapan yang orang cakap yang sesuai lah, sebab saya tak ada experience dalam track yang sebetulnya. Memang tak ada. Saya belajar ni apa semua memang totally 100% tengok YouTube.
Tapi betul,
betul juga. Kami berdua pun
kita
sama.
orang daripada awal pun kita orang akan pergi ke YouTube, study dulu macam mana. So dia memang makan masa lah untuk awal-awal tu.
Sebab tengok YouTube and then barang kita dah ada apa semua.
Betul.
So kita just apply lah. Tengok YouTube apply, tengok YouTube apply. So banyak tengok kat YouTube tu, tengok Ichi Suchiya lah. Banyak belajar daripada dia lah.
So itu pun boleh kirakan salah satu idola kepada kebanyakan pemandu, sebab dia bukan sahaja boleh kira pemandu pro level, tetapi dia pun mengajar driver dia dengan series hot version. So agak interesting juga bila kita dengar nama tu. Bukan boleh dikirakan, kalau kita tengok kan setengah sim racer kan, dia orang cakap Michael Schumacher lah, ataupun mungkin driver daripada MotoGP Le Mans ataupun F1 ataupun apa kan. Tetapi seronok juga lah dengar Keiichi Tsuchiya punya nama.
Unik Keiichi Tsuchiya ni, dia jadi berkereta. Asalnya dia lumba dekat jalan, orang cakap lumba haram lah. Betul lah. Dia training tiap-tiap malam dekat jalan Bukit macam tu kan. Tapi siapa sangka dia hari-hari dia drive kat situ dia jadi professional driver. Sebab tu minat dia punya background dia.
Dia ada hero story dia kan. So kepada Kifli, memang boleh dikirakan OG Group N Saga dulu. Ada tak siapa-siapa hero yang bawa kamu masuk dalam motorsport ni?
During my time, that was 1995. So my hero at that time was Kan Chi Hong. Memang minat betul Kan Chi Hong. Memang minat betul dia. So that was my idol lah. And then after that, when I got into myself into motorsports. Then from there, there was a few more heroes which I totally admire. Number one is of course my Sifu, the late Jimmy Lau. So I got to know him, and then we got close. And then we became good friends. And he taught me a lot. I am what I am today is because partly is because of him. And then of course I have macam Roland Uy. Roland Uy, the Rain Master. Masa zaman 90s, kalau hujan kita dah tahu dah siapa menang. Roland Uy ni dia confirm menang. Kalau hujan kita dah tak payah fikirlah, memang dia menang. So then there was a few other drivers lah, just tak ingat nama. But these are the few drivers yang macam Kan Chi Hong tu memang my idol lah. And then Jimmy Lau was my Sifu, and also Roland Uy lah. So ada mix and match lah sikit my driving.
Tapi bagus lah, kita ada banyak boleh kirakan banyak influence yang boleh tolong help us, guide us to be better driver. Kita boleh take the best thing.
New drivers, you need all this influence from the existing veteran drivers. You need their guidance. It's difficult to do it on your own.
Betul juga tu. Kita boleh agak special juga lah kalau siapa-siapa yang tak tahu. Kan Chi Hong ni boleh dikirakan full all-rounder, circuit racing, rallying, drag racing, everything dia buat. Jimmy Low tu boleh dikirakan basically the Alan Prost of Asia. So dia pun boleh dekat circuit racing, dia boleh drive apa-apa, dia pun strategis, dia boleh dikirakan team boss and driver at the same
memang
time.
Talent tu ada
So dia memang kira cerebral thinking driver. And Roland Uy tu
dia punya Kan Chi Hong punya Saga, Super Saga Mobil One tu.
Itu dia. Dan juga Roland Uy, saya pun tahu sebenarnya personally Roland Uy tu. So it's nice to know he's still out there, he's still causing chaos and helping all these drivers come through. So fantastic stuff dia. Semua wira pelumba Malaysia.
Saya ada soalan untuk Master Seth. Biasanya konten-konten yang buat tu involve apa? Kan konten banyak apa? Involve steering dan ni, apa yang selalu buat tu?
Intro kan sikit.
Intro sikit. Buat yang korang yang tak tahu, yang siapa tengah tengok yang tak tahu ni.
Okay, biasanya kita macam saya lah kan, buat live streaming. Biasaannya saya akan buat lebih kurang macam lumba aram lah. Kan, sebab perlumbaan tu dekat bandar nama Shutoko. Cakap kat situ just buat untuk lumba aram. Kebanyakan orang ni dia starting suka sebenarnya daripada lumba-lumba yang dekat luar kan. Barulah dia ada minat untuk masuk ke dalam track.
Ada yang tak mampu juga kan nak masuk track pada peringkat awal tu.
Ada juga yang tak mampu apa semua kan. So bila dalam sim racing ni kita nak memperkenalkan, saya niat untuk memperkenalkan je untuk ni kan, untuk dunia sim racing ni. Nak tunjukkan bahawa yang sim racing ni wujud. Kan? Orang semua boleh bawa kereta dalam rumah. Betul masalah. Betul. So kebanyakan orang yang saya memang dengan tim saya memang cakap nak menarik minat. Jadi salah satu cara ialah berlumba dekat ni lah, cara macam lumba aram apa kan. Tapi ni lumba aram yang halal lah, bukan yang lumba aram kat luar kan. Itu
yang saya dah cakap tu. Saya pun memang peminat driver toge, tetapi saya nak ingatkan semua penonton kat rumah, bila kau nak toge dalam Assetto Corsa, jangan toge dekat Uniam. Bahaya tu.
Jangan risau, polis akan kejar punya. So contoh je lah, niat saya memang untuk memperkenalkan sim racing ni lah. Jadi kalau orang dah kenal, rupanya sim racing ni boleh je nak lumba aram apa kan.
Betul.
Jadi lepas dia dah masuk ke orang cakap dah ada skill apa semua kan. And then dia orang boleh join. So lepas ni dia boleh join track apa semua, dia belajar track tu macam mana, sebab dunia yang orang cakap dekat lumba haram dengan track dua benda berbeza.
Betul.
Memang lain. Even dekat reality macam tu, dekat dalam si racing pun macam tu.
Betul.
Memang lain. Kan orang nampak saya, oh barang power. Tapi masuk track habis.
So kira ni macam first step lah untuk betul-betul properly masuk ke dunia racing atas track ni lah.
Ya.
Okay. Tak apa, tak sabar kita nak.
Boleh kirakan virtual
kita nak
suci
menarik minat tu kan. Dan menarik minat tu, kalau nak terus ke track tu agak susah lah. Memang orang tengok kadang kita apa cakap, orang nak tengok lamanya kan, sebab track kalau tengok benda sama betul lah. So kalau dekat dunia macam Baram ni boleh pelbagai kan. So kat situlah yang boleh menarik minat orang untuk kenal sim racing ni.
Okay, menarik.
Kira dia ada hook dia masuk lah.
Ya.
Bagus juga tu. Lama-lama kita halalkan orang yang peminat haram. Tapi kita buat cara virtual. Itu yang saya kira best juga tu. So kalau tak silap Kifli Osman ada juga sedikit kaitan dengan salah satu daripada sponsor ni, Tok Lubricant. Boleh tak cerita sikit pasal Tok Lubricant ni?
Tok Lubricant ni is a new lubricant player lah. So we are 1 year old. Kita start betul-betul masa the start of MCO. So the start of MCO maknanya we started actually before MCO, tapi bila minyak tu semua is from US, sampai tu it was like 2 weeks before MCO. So so it's a bit tough for us, but we managed to go through all hurdles lah. So and we kita banyak involved dalam motorsports, especially track days lah. So now we go to workshop, kita letak consignment because kita faham during this pandemic banyak workshop pun memang kecundang lah. Okay, during MCO. So bila dia dah open balik, berniaga balik, so kita faham dia orang modal pun tak ada. Nak start balik kan, dia merangkak balik. So kita bagi consignment, meaning kita letak consignment, kita tak ada bagi 30 days or 60 days credit. We put there, end of the month kita datang, every month kita datang, berapa tin kau jual, itu je kita collect. So basically and then the profit margin is handsome, and then umpama you untung atas angin je lah, tak ada modal. So this is what we can give back lah to workshop owners lah. Kita tolong dia orang.
Kira give back to the community masa
yes. That's
fantastic dan interesting thought as well. Saya nampak kat sini diorang ni memang gila peminat motorsport. Setiap bulan dekat message yang dihantar saya hari tu, setiap bulan pergi kat Sepang kan, without fail.
Okay, one more thing, Tok Lubricant ni masa awal-awal kita ada sponsor, kita try a few track cars lah, MSF car, and then masa mula-mula tu kita ada experience, ada oil temp tu ada naik sikit. So we flush out balik, kita hantar balik US untuk dia dia buat balik. Dia blend balik. So now is perfect. So the last track day we had BMW club lah. Ada BMW enthusiast, dia orang try 4 jam dia orang berasah, oil temp langsung tak naik. So alhamdulillah, it's a good result for Tok, and then is I recommend Tok Lubricant.
So yang bagus tu dia punya testing pakai motorsport as a test bed. Boleh dikirakan strategi yang dah banyak successful.
Motorsport ni kira benchmark lah. If your oil can survive in a track car, boleh cemerlang kat kereta track, apatah lagi kereta jalan biasa.
Tapi jangan lumba haram dekat jalan. Itu bahaya.
Kalau nak lumba haram style MasterChef, virtually only.
Aku tengok dia hari tu dia ada race haram tau. Tengok shock juga. What amazed me yang MasterChef ni, tengok cara dia heel and toe semua. That is the right technique he's doing. So orang-orang yang can come in to join MasterChef street racing, they have to learn how to heel and toe.
Betul juga.
The proper way. Then which they they can apply on the real racing car.
Yeah.
So I was impressed lah. Aku memang kagum tengok apa masa saya memang shock tengok dia ni. Race haram ni.
Saya yang dah agak lama sim racing ni pun tak pandai hill and toe lagi.
Ni mungkin kita kena buat kelas
dia,
ni.
Aku tengok cara dia hill and toe, aku pun takut. Terrornya dia ni.
Itu yang masa first saya dengar nama Master Seth ni, sebab kawan baik saya Javier yang dia share video dekat saya tu. Tengok dia punya foot technique perfect.
Footwork dia perfect. Memang
saya pun
perfect.
tengok patutlah dia memang very apt lah yang dia punya wira dia Keiichi Tsuchiya, sebab dia punya teknik betul-betul one to one, cara dia shift kaki pun sama,
and also timing dia drop gear tu memang RPM tu dia cukup jaga, tak jatuh, tak over rev and all. So I tengok pun tengok dahsyat. Ini soalan yang agak loaded lah, sebab orang yang tak tahu mungkin akan tersilap faham. But I'll ask the question anyways. Master Seth ni boleh dikirakan dia punya driving style dog box approved lah. Yes.
Saya tak boleh cakap apa.
So dog box ni sebenarnya dia ialah gearbox yang tanpa synchro mesh. So dia bukan saja tekan clutch, tapi dia kena heel and toe, dia kena double clutch, dia kena buat semua teknik advance. So di dalam dunia perlumbaan dengan dunia heavy long haul trucking, itu yang dia orang panggil dog box. So kalau ada siapa-siapa mekanik yang cakap pasal dog box, nanti kau tahulah.
Ada tips tak Abang Kifli kita untuk Master Seth ni yang kira dia nak bersemangat berkecimpung dekat dunia circuit ni pula, sebab mungkin dunia tu macam dia cakap tadi agak berbeza. So ada tips tak?
Macam bila aku tengok Master Seth ni punya driving style and all, dia dah ada teknik-teknik tu. It's just that end of the day minat dia lah untuk real racing ni.
Macam mana nak dapatkan consistency tu? Itu yang paling penting lah untuk
no, I mean consistency tu you memang on the sim, because sim you can play 24 hours. You know. So once you macam Master Seth ni memang dah pro heel and toe, and aku tengok dia cara dia drop gear semua dah pro, which dia boleh apply to real racing car. Of course first time dia masuk racing car, of course he has to get used to the environment lah. Dia memang dalam kereta, and then dia punya eye view semua dah lain. Dia macam simulator is screen kan, so he has to get to used to that eye viewing punya macam real car and all. Tapi the technique tu he can slowly apply, which I think he can master cepat.
So mungkin yang makan masa ni sikit is more to track knowledge lah sebab kita tengok ada track yang agak tough.
Even track knowledge pun, I mean before he goes to the real circuit macam Sepang lah, dia boleh practice dulu dalam simulator.
Betul.
So bila dia pergi ke real racing, it's just the eye punya ni lah, ni benda macam tu lah, being in a real car and all, it will help him a lot. Lagi cepat dia boleh tangkap, because he has the technique dah.
Dia dah practice teknik, dia dah practice sikit.
He knows the racing lines semua kan. It's just dia nak biasakan diri dalam kereta yang sebenar.
Nak dapat rasa G-force, nak dapat rasa feel of focus, vision.
Yes, he's not coming in with zero knowledge lah.
Betul.
Betul juga tu. So agak interesting juga. Mana tahu mungkin salah satu hari nanti kita boleh culik Master Seth masuk dalam Saga Cup.
Aku tahu aku sekali dia tapau.
Sebab one of kita punya main goal is actually nak bagi all the new guys to itulah tengok macam mana apa yang dia boleh buat dalam sim racing ni kan. Sama ada
macam simulator ni, because for me I nampak bagus, because track day ni, kalau you want to go you race, you kena tunggu track day. Track day ni you have to wait, kadang-kadang ada, kadang-kadang tak ada. So bila ada tu selalu ada, tapi masalah dia during track day tu, if for a newcomer to come in, you want to learn, nak belajar macam mana cara teknik semua, susah bekas banyak kereta. So bila kita keluar kerja ada red flag and all, so bila masa kau nak belajar? So alternative, and then we only have one circuit, Sepang.
And it's quite
everyone goes to Sepang. So jam. So kita ni budak baru nak belajar, takut tau nak belajar, tengok ada faster car kami, kita kena bagi lalu. Terkejut pasal ramai sangat kita. So kita baru, kita tengok ini kelang kabut jadi. So alternative is simulator. You practice on simulator, have a seat time to learn the technique, macam mana heel and toe, gearing and whatnot. So the next track day pergi, so you have better knowledge. You know.
Yalah, better than zero lah kan.
Yeah, you ada plan.
Betul.
Bila kau dah masuk dekat track, you have a plan. Itu
Macam
yang
okay, I
paling
give you example 2000, it was 2 years ago. Masa tu I was involved in Sepang 1000 km race. We had 2 celebrity drivers. So one of them is Shuib. Okay, Shuib dia zero knowledge. Okay, race lagi 4 hari ni. Okay, he came to the track. I tanya dia, kau macam mana, kau tahu tak racing line? Tak tahu bang. Kau tak pernah datang? Ni first time saya datang Sepang. Sudah. So aku bawa dia keluar. I showed him a few ni. Kereta banyak. Dan bila dia bawa, aku yang takut. Pasal kereta, faster car coming from behind, kiri kanan. So dia pula kelam kabut, tak tahu. He doesn't know what's going on. Pasal dia tak hafal track. Habis tu I told Shuib, tak apa, kita masuk. Then I hantar dia pergi ke Rashid SSED. Send him for class. The next day he came back, he was okay. Dia dah hafal track, dia dah tahu Hilento, so simulator ni it's not just a video game. Simulator ni memang helps a newcomer to learn the technique and whatnot. Can do wonders lah simulator.
Dan bukan saja daripada segi newcomers, tapi kalau kita tengok dekat F1 pun, the season veteran pun, kalau dia nak pergi dekat
even aku pun I improve a lot on my trail braking. Simulator I improve a lot.
So lagi last question sebelum kita berjalan sebentar lagi, untuk kedua-dua, tapi saya nak tanya Master Seth dulu. Korang aware yang final circuit ni agak pelik sikit, 25 km dan set in boleh dikira road condition.
Yang kalau cakap, kalau tak tahu memang terkejut lah, panjang kan. Tapi untuk cakap dah biasa lumba haram tu, biasa je kot.
Sebab memang
bukan saya
jalan ni bagus.
Yang lain-lain dalam tu mungkin dah biasa je, tak ada masalah pun. Untuk 25 km kan. Endurance apa semua kan, dia orang ada race endurance apa semua, pada dia orang tak ada masalah rasanya.
So kepada Kifli, kau rasa Master Seth boleh ada advantage sikit tak? Sebab dia punya daripada sebelah toge dengan shooter dengan apa semua tu, boleh tarik masuk.
Memang ada advantage. Pasal dia biasa jalan-jalan ni semua. Tengok dia bawa dinding dekat-dekat kat jalan tu, dia tak langgar tau. Nampak macam dia nak langgar, tapi dia make car control tu, tengok memang dia ni lah more advantage lah for this our final race ni.
So mungkin agak interesting juga bila tengok final race tu. Dan harap-harap nanti kita boleh jumpa lagi di dalam studio. Dan it'll be very interesting to see how these guys get on. Harap-harap nanti
tak sabar nak tengok ni, line up ni agak menarik
daripada kita punya invited drivers, macam kita dah bincang yang 25 drivers untuk siapa-siapa yang join our invited drivers, Master Seth, Kifli Othman, juga dengan Kelvin Yap, Leong Mun Fai dan CG Jules. So terima kasih kepada semua untuk terima invite kami. Dan harap-harap, first of all, harap-harap mungkin kita boleh tengok Master Seth bawa Saga kat toge. Itu video yang saya menanti-nantikan.
Yang first race ni kena survive je.
Betul.
Duduk akan survive je. Tunggu masa nak attack. Memang
for your info, Master Seth ni aku punya idola sekarang ni. Saya tengok dia main live malam-malam kan. Memang selalu tak miss. Kalau tak tidur tu memang tengok lah.
Itu dia. Dan harap-harap mungkin kita ada beberapa segmen yang kita nak buat, sebab kita dapat colek sebiji rig SDeal. So mana tahu kita boleh buat shootout nanti. Interesting to see kalau kita boleh buat beberapa challenge ke ataupun apa-apa. Director pun sekarang tengok kat sini, apa dah Matt ni bagi kerja lebih. Okay. But hopefully we'll be able to see you guys soon. Kepada dua-dua, sebab korang dah ada pengalaman sikit dengan kereta, ada apa-apa tips tak untuk bagi kat driver lain sebelum kita pergi?
Abang kan boleh.
Untuk driver-driver yang participate ni, takkan aku nak bagi tip nanti lingkup lah aku.
Strategi bagus.
Tanya Master Seth.
Tips satu je, banyak bersabar, sabarlah. Tu je.
Sebab kita akan pergi kat Bathurst yang kita boleh kirakan Umar pun pernah terasa kesedihannya, saya pun terasa kesedihannya bila kita accident kat lap 1. So harap-harap kita akan dapat clean race. So good luck kepada Kifli Hoffman dan Master Seth. Terima kasih sangat-sangat untuk kerana sudi join kami pada malam ni. Memang very entertaining juga malam ni. Bye guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
Alright, see you guys on track.
Alright, see ya. So itu dia Kifli.
Ada komen ke? Kita ada komen-komen ke ni? Oh, belum lagi
So itu dia. Itu dia.
Macam pernah jumpa.
So itu dia Amir Farid Yan. Macam pernah jumpa je.
Roy Charles. Hi guys.
Encik Farid.
J the lorry driver. Will the guest drivers be appearing for all 4 races? Max?
Yes, they will be. So all 5 drivers, that is Master Seth, Kifli Hoffman, Kelvin Yap, Youngmun Fai and CJ Joels will be competing in all 5 races of the championship. And each one of them has a very special place within the hearts and minds of either SDeal's Talk or Simmatch, usually helping all those brands out and trying to bring them into sim racing as well. So we thought we'd invite them along and see how they do against the best drivers in Malaysia and Singapore. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that goes down. So boleh kirakan agak istimewa juga dengan format ada guest dan juga ada fastest driver ni. Tetapi bagi Umar lah, mungkin ada pengalaman sikit dengan race AI dulu dengan race AC yang pernah kita masuk. Ada tak mana-mana boleh dikirakan favourite bagi Umar dalam list ni?
Apa tu? Track ke? In terms of track ke?
Driver.
Driver. My drivers to watch I would say Aiman Hakim, Iman Danish,
juga
Muhammad Afif.
J
Wong ni tak payah cakap lah. Dia memang dah
timing
dia dah. So kita tak payah sebut lah. Nanti kita banyak sebut nanti time race nanti.
Betul.
But those are the guys that I would like to watch. I think Abdul Muiz so a few young guys here.
Macam bagi saya bagi saya Rizal definitely salah satu daripada one to watch. Yang boleh dikira otai dalam sim racing dan juga otai real life racing macam Kifli Hoffman juga. So be interesting to see how it goes. Dan juga Abdul Muiz Hakimi, kalau tak silap umur dia dalam belas-belasan je lah. 15 tahun ke 14 tahun. Betul. I do apologise if I get that wrong, but
so still kalau kau muda-muda tak payah ada driving license pun.
Kita belajar macam mana nak race dengan cara proper dalam sim.
Betul.
Mana tahu mungkin kita dapat peluang bila umur 17-18 tahun dia jadi lagi senang untuk cuba masuk dalam bidang sukan pemotoran ni. It's a young man sport. Kalau kau nak betul-betul jadi profesional yang ada karier dalam motorsport ni, memang boleh kirakan dia kena start young. Betul. Tetapi walaupun tu, kalau kita ada duit sikit, mana tahu rezeki dapat, ada juga beberapa driver yang old school juga yang masih berlumba di situ.
Even Iman Danish is quite young and dia pun ada masuk series di Sepang real life, betul?
Dia baru-baru ni dapat drive kereta ayah dia, Airpool kalau silap. Airpool ni yang famous, dia bawa Daihatsu Charade. Kereta Shrek, dia punya nickname tu Shrek. Biasanya producer kami Karalang tu dah kenal sangat sebab kita memang akan cuba.
So kalau siapa yang ada Iman Danish kat belakang tu, jaga-jaga lah.
So itu dia. Ada beberapa lagi driver yang mungkin dia lower sikit di dalam lap time tetapi agak laju juga. Syofian Said pun agak terkenal, Siddiq, dan juga kita punya invited driver pun Leomun Fai, of course, agak laju. Kifli Osman betul-betul rock steady, dan Master Seth yang mencurigakan daripada dunia kanjo dan toge masuk ke dalam circuit racing. Mana tahu sebab Bathurst tu pun ada juga feeling toge sikit.
Betul.
Dan kita punya final track tu yang 25 km dekat Germany, special track, itu pun agak ada beransur road course jugalah.
Betul.
Interesting driver line up kita ada pada kali ni. So itu dia. Sekarang kita akan pergi ke kita punya race format dan kita punya round 1 info. So the race format is as follows. Bathurst is the first round of the championship. The legendary 6.2 kilometer circuit has been the home of Asia Pacific touring car racing. Home of the Bathurst 1000 race. It has had a long and storied history with touring car racing. We're taking our legendary touring car to a legendary touring car track for the round 1. For round 2, we're bringing it to the British track of Alton Park, home of the BTCC, home of the Alton Park Gold Cup single-seater race, and home of British Club Racing. This layout is going to be fantastic and a real test of oversteer control for the drivers. Mungkin dia takkan perasan yang track ni mungkin akan terjadi drifting track sikit dengan kereta Saga ni.
Even for Bathurst and Alton Park, two of my favourite tracks jugalah. Especially dengan kereta Saga ni, nanti kita akan tengok memang banyaklah close battles.
Yeah. From slipstreaming at Bathurst and oversteer control at Alton Park, we're going to go to a MotoGP classic, Misano World Circuit. Marco Simoncelli is the full name, but we all call it Misano. Fantastic race course, and it will really test the drivers' racecraft out. Track ni boleh kirakan agak lebar, boleh full attack, tetapi still agak challenging juga. Braking zone yang benda yang akan paling dicabar dekat track ni. Selepas Misano, kita akan pergi ke final track kami. It's not just the Nürburgring, it's the 1967 Gesamtstrecke version of the Nürburgring, the longest possible layout we could find for a racetrack. Not only will this test the driver's ability to drive on a circuit, but it'll test the driver's ability to drive on a circuit that is more akin to a road than a circuit. So ini boleh kirakan dia punya real life road ability macam mana. So dia ada mix rally sikit, mix toge sikit, dan juga ada juga circuit racing influence juga. But the interesting thing about this track is this is the hardest track we could find to put the drivers through their paces. Interested nak test nanti?
Itulah tak pernah tengok lagi. Maybe kita boleh try menyumpah lagi buat hot lap kat sini. Gesamtstrecke.
Yeah. Nürburgring full course.
Tak pernah tengok lagi.
Yeah. So kita pernah ada 24-hour course, North course, circuit course, South course.
Semua
This is
dalam satu
full course.
Wow.
The longest possible layout we can find, just to challenge these drivers fully. These cars aren't easy to drive, but it will really be a test of man and machine against the elements. So saya pun agak interested juga nak tengok.
Race format kita macam mana, Mike? Untuk race ni berapa minit
So we're going to have one single 45-minute race. So bila korang join kami untuk malam race nanti, kita akan ada qualifying session dan juga 45-minute race. So dia ada boleh dikirakan dia ada sifat sprint race sikit, tetapi ada unsur endurance jugalah. Dia kena jaga kereta untuk drive to the finish line. So we have automated stewarding dan juga full damage. Realistic juga dalam Saga ni. Kita dah test. Tangan saya masih sakit daripada test tu. But it's going to be very good. So that's
semua kena berhati-hati lah ada full damage ni. So make sure the first few laps tu take it easy.
Yeah. Mungkin terasa dalam Saga ni sebab dia punya bumper besi, dia punya
jangan
besi.
ingat dia perang sangat boleh.
So maybe you can get away with a little touch, but if you hit anyone, you're definitely going to have some damage. So here's a Cliff Notes version. Qualifying session followed by a 45-minute race at 4 legendary tracks: Bathurst, Alton Park, Misano, and the Nürburgring full course. And by full course, we mean the full course. And of course, the first round will be at Bathurst in Australia, 6.2 kilometers long, with a variety of legendary corners there, from the cutting down to Sulman Park and McPhillamy Park, Forest Elbow, the Chase, and of course Conrod Straight. This is the fastest racetrack the V8 supercars go at, with cars reaching 310 kilometers an hour. Saga kami mungkin tak selaju 310 km sejam, tetapi kat sini kita akan nampak top speed dan drafting ability diorang.
And tak silap, bila server ni dah buka for practice?
So kita dapat berita tadi yang as soon as this stream ends, saat stream ni habis, kita akan membuka server practice untuk Bathurst kepada semua pemandu-pemandu di dalam series ni. So for all the drivers in the series, as soon as this stream ends, we will turn on the servers and allow you guys a chance to practice at Bathurst in Australia. It's going to be fantastic racing down there. The only tip I can give you is going down the hill from Skyline. Oversteer control is going to be key. Brake in a straight line.
So kita pun boleh join practice server ni? Boleh ke?
Rupanya boleh lah kot.
Sebab dengar dekat studio ada rig SDeal. So kita boleh try ke?
Boleh kot.
Tak apa, kita tengok lah macam mana. Kalau korang nampak saya atau Max dekat track, make sure korang pin-pin ke, bagi lampu sikit ke.
Ada sebab tu. So there you have it. That is it for our broadcast this evening. A special thanks goes out to everyone involved in this stream and in this championship at Adrenaline Impact Vertex Esports. Very, very special thanks goes out to SDeal Gaming, our main sponsor for the SDeal Saga Cup. Fantastic crew out there helping us out. They've even let us have one of their sims in the studio. It's fantastic. Special thanks also goes out to Simmatch and Talk Lubricants. Talk Lubricants, of course, brand new brand here in Malaysia, but they're still testing and refining their product. And with a brand like that, you can't go wrong. And of course, with Simmatch, one of the biggest players in the sim racing industry, top-notch engineering for all your aluminium sim rig needs. Head on over to Simmatch. If I'm not mistaken, you can actually get Simmatch merch from SDeal Gaming as well, and they have quite a bit of a partnership there as well. So special thanks goes out to all those guys. A special thanks goes out to the over 80 participants who've tried to qualify. Thank you so much for joining us. And also thanks to all 25 drivers who've qualified, and thanks to our invited guests who will be driving alongside them this season.
Dan tak lupa juga untuk media partner kita, Galeri Kereta. So kalau korang nak tahu, diorang ada giveaway kan, tadi awal-awal tadi dekat iklan tu ada kereta KE. So
masih belum keluar lagi.
Masih belum, tapi korang dah boleh start untuk entry kepada giveaway tu dengan beli merchandise dia, sama ada cap ke apa dekat kedai Shopee dia, to get a chance to win that refurbished fully loaded KE.
Yeah, full on resto mod. So not only are you getting a fantastic car with no problems whatsoever, but it's got some tasteful modifications there. It goes a little bit quicker, handles a bit nicer, just looks that little bit cooler.
So make sure korang subscribe untuk dapatkan dah satu ni ke?
1 juta
ke?
Belum lagi.
So make sure so 900,000 subscribers, dia ada pre-giveaway, and then once 1 million subscribers, kita ada kita punya grand prize.
So of course, Galeri Kereta's merchandise is all high quality items, and just like Supreme, they are limited edition, guys. So you better get your hands on the merchandise quick for not only your chance to get yourself some fantastic merch, but also for your chance to win that KE30. And at 900,000 subscribers, like Umar said, you'll also be entered for the pre-giveaway as well. So agak interesting dan seronok juga tu.
Betul.
And of course, a special thanks goes out to our staff here, our director Khairul Alang, and to Umar Aziz. Terima kasih kerana join kami. Nanti kita akan berjumpa Umar. Kita akan hantar dia ke ekspedisi pada series ni.
Betul. Tiket dah booking lah.
So dia boleh dikirakan roving reporter, dan juga kita hantar dia pergi ke adventure pada kali ni. And so that's going to be fantastic to see what he gets up to next. And from myself, Max Palmer, special thanks goes out to all the drivers, and of course to you guys, the viewers at home, without whom this wouldn't be possible. But for now, that's it. From myself, Max Palmer, from Umar Aziz, from our director Khairul Alang, and from all of us here in the studio, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next stream. Bye for now. Ta-ra.
See you guys at Bathurst.
So siapa yang belum subscribe Galeri Kereta, boleh klik button kat bawah subscribe, dan kita jumpa lagi di next episode untuk kita apa lagi proses untuk KA30 ni. Okay, see you, bye bye. Assalamualaikum.